Hello everyone, thanks for watching, I hope you're well. As you can probably notice by the background, I am recording in the daytime. It is only 2 o'clock and I've had the day off because I booked holiday for an event that I'd forgot to even mention on the videos before now. We had a booking with the Peterborough Pupil Referral service, so I've written down what they've said here, and it was all to do with basically the school's referrals to them for Ollie's behaviour, what they should do. The big panel thing they had to go to there. I mentioned it in passing before that the head had said everything the panel could suggest they'd already tried and that they didn't think there was going to be much use in doing it, but they needed to do it. It was like a hoop they have to go through. They warned us that they wanted to come around our house and talk to us, and I think I overestimated how much they were going to do. Just to give a bit of a precursor, so they sent us a letter on Wednesday or Thursday, basically. So I think it was Thursday, it must have been, because I booked the holiday off on Friday. But they basically said, we're coming around on Monday. We'll be there at 10. If you could we've already arranged Ollie to have the day off. We'll see you then. Claire was like, well, I can't have the day off. This is a bit short notice. So I had to put in at work and just say, look, I'm really sorry. I just can have a day's holiday. It's a bit short notice, but I haven't really been given any notice. I've got to do it. It's, we've been waiting for a month or so for this to happen. And work were great. They just said yes straight away, basically. So today I got up, I'd sat with Ollie. I think the fact that I was nervous was setting him off a little bit because he was watching these annoying Minecraft videos and I asked him to watch something else and we had a bit of a back and forth where he was just really upset with me. Did the whole, I hate you, I hate everyone, I hate this, I hate that. So I sent him upstairs to cool off and then we had a chat. But then when we were both just sat watching Netflix together, I think we kept taking it in turns to run back and forth to the toilet because we were so nervous about what was going to happen. I didn't know what to expect. In my mind, I thought they were going to have a look around the house and just see what the environment was like for Ollie, see what we were like and that sort of thing, And we got quite a tidy house anyway. I know I shoot around sometimes with the camera and show you, I don't know, washing that he's doing or whatever, but generally speaking, Claire keeps his pace tip top and tells us what to do, and she's very good at all that. So I've been trained over the past decade to be good at this sort of thing. The kids are good at it. I feel like we live in quite a nice tidy house. I still was worried sick though. We have had signs up in the bathroom for Ollie to remind him things, but we just recently printed new ones out. So I was putting them up this morning thinking, I don't want it to look like we haven't got anything there. I was generally I kept noticing little things or thinking of little things or saying like to Ollie, they're going to come in 20 minutes, in 15 minutes, in 5 minutes, and warning him that it was all going to happen and that there were going to be 2 people coming and they're going to want to talk to him and it's going to be a bit different, but don't worry, I'm going to be with him. And they arrived, they come straight in and Ollie hid on the sofa. So it wasn't exactly like, he'd hidden in a box or something. He just sort of hid in a ball with his face away from them and said, you have to find me, I'm hiding. And I said, oh, bless you, it's all right. And the lady said, don't worry about it, we'll just chat. So we were trying to chat and bless him, he kept going, you haven't found me. And so then they had to pretend to find him. They asked him if he had many friends at school. And he mentioned some people and his little girlfriend that he's got, and then he wanted to run off and find his note that she'd written saying that she loved him and the Valentine's Day card she'd made for him and some other bits. You right there, Molly? You trying to ring a bell or something, are you? Sorry. He wanted to get all that. He brought them all out. The lady was just really like, oh, that's amazing. Look at this. And then he wanted to go and find the one that he'd made for her, which Claire had put in his bag somewhere, and he couldn't find it, so he was gone. Bless him. He went off. There's a man and a woman. I'm trying to talk to the man about the questions he's asking me. And Ollie nipped off, let the dog out. The dog was running around the house. I was trying to get her to come back because she was jumping on the people, like trying to get attention from them. And I'm like, come on, come back here. I'm like... I was calm anyway, but I was trying to be super calm. I was trying to be super like, this is all fine. Don't worry about it. Come here, dog. Come here, Ollie. Sit. And I think they realised I was basically just like, oh my God, what is going on? They were like, it's fine. Nothing's wrong. It's all fine. And they were telling me that the school have had the big panel meeting that they'd booked to talk about Ollie's needs. It confused me a bit because I understood the panel to be, they were going to go there, they were going to say, we've tried this and this. The panel were going to say, have you tried this, have you tried that? Here's some behaviour stuff you can do, blah, blah, blah. And they were going to do it. But what they said happened was the head and whoever went with him sat down and said to him, we've tried this, 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 and this. We've tried that, 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 and that. The parents have done this, 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 and this. Out of the however many things there are to do, the only thing we've not done is Claire and I haven't been to a parenting course, as they call it. I don't know what exact word they call it. They apologised to me in the conversation. They said it sounds like it's saying we're going to train you how to parent, but they call it a PPP, evidence-based parenting course. And basically, I said to them, well, yeah, well, they did book us in on that, but it was like, I don't know, 10 o'clock on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I was like, I can't just book a week off work and attend a 12-hour course set over 12 days. You know, I basically wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to take any time off in the holidays with the kids to then look after them. I wouldn't be able to do my job. I said, it's just not possible. It's such a, I wasn't too negative with them, but to put it frankly, like to you guys, it's insane that they think parents can just take half a day off 12 days in a row and do a course. I mean, Ollie had a speech therapy thing through for April, and the speech therapy sessions are something like the 10th, 11th, 12th, the 16th, 17th and 18th. And it's like, what, so you need us to take off a 2 or 3 hour session several days in a row across 2 weeks? Like, Claire is basically booking a fortnight off work to take him to these 6 sessions and look after him over that holiday period. And it's insane. Put it after 5. Job done. It's that simple. I mean, they don't do it after 5. They're doing it when people aren't available. They're taking kids out of school to do the thing, or taking parents out of work to do the things that they could just do in the evening when we're off work. It's insane. I feel like that's not an underfunded system. That's a mental system that doesn't work properly. That's just broken. But anyway, the bloke said to me actually, and I didn't rant like this. I just said, oh yeah, the problem was they wanted to book us on it. They didn't tell us that it was part and parcel of something they had to do. We're not against doing it, but we couldn't get there. And he said, well, we'll just get you an online course then. And I was like, oh yeah, perfect. So they get me a code. Apparently we log in. We just have to watch through whatever it is, videos, PDFs, PowerPoints, whatever. Go through them, answer questions, upload evidence. Jobs are good. He said once we've done that, apparently, because we're obviously in Lincolnshire and they're in Cambridgeshire. In Cambridgeshire, if we wanted to get to a paediatrician and start the pathway towards an autism diagnosis, you have to have done the parenting evidence-based thing. You have to do the behaviour panel, and you have to. There was another thing I've forgotten now, but that would be everything you'd need to do before a paediatrician would see you. And then when a paediatrician has seen you, that's when you would then start the EHCP timeframe, your application. Because we're in Lincolnshire, apparently we've skipped a lot of that. We went to the paediatrician already. We have started the EHCP form, which we started filling in over the weekend. And that's not as long as I expected, but it's harder than I expected. There's a lot of questions there about who he's seen and what he's been involved in. And the answer is pretty much everyone, according to the behaviour panel. They went through his file. I should have asked him for a copy, I'm thinking suddenly now. But they said that from what they can see, we've literally done everything possible as the parents, and the school have done pretty much everything they can do. They seemed to be egging me on to insult the school, which seemed really bizarre. The doctor was like this as well. They were like, it looks to me like you've done everything and the school have done very little. And I said, no, it looks like the school have done loads to me. Like, I don't think there's anything the school haven't done. What would they have done more? And they didn't have anything. It was really odd, and I don't want to tell the school that because I feel like I'm Chinese whispering a little bit with them. But that was his exact words. It looks like you've done loads here, and they've not done very much. And I thought, that's not true. Yeah, I mean, I know he should know best, but I was just thinking about it. No, I'm telling an expert that, but no, he did say there wasn't anything else they could have done. I think he just realised he'd spoken out of turn. Where are we now? So basically, yeah, once we do that, apparently that will then complete the school's big portfolio of things hoops they have to jump through to get any further. In our side of things, we can carry on filling in the form and send that off to the local authority. They'll then ask the school for their stuff. It sounds like it should be straightforward. They agreed with me, so they sat with Ollie and they said, look, he's not doing anything wrong. It's fine, He was very anxious, I think, about it all. He was a bit giddy, running around. I was desperate to show him all the different things. He was excited that they were there, wanted to show him his game. He's got this game where aeroplanes go around in a circle, and if it's got a number 2 on it, then you have to find another number 2, pair them together to make a number 3, and then you have to save up 2 more number 2s to make a number 3, then combine your number 3s to make a number 4, repeat it again for 4s, and you just keep doing that, and these airplanes keep flying around in a circle, and you have to keep gathering money, buying new planes, and I think like you end up with like a single number 20 plane, and then you've got to try and combine 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s all the way up to number 20 again. And he's been playing it for bloody ages, he's obsessed with it, but he was trying to show the woman that, and she didn't really get it. And I tried to explain to her that's something he does a lot of. You know, it's part and parcel. Again, it felt like they said to me, they were like, we're not really sure what else we're here for or what we need to do, because they said it seems very clear to us you're already on the pathway towards your diagnosis, and it seems very clear to us that it's necessary. They were kind of like, yeah, you know, we're sat here with you, and you're like, this isn't their wording, but this is how it felt. We're sat here with your blatantly autistic son. Carry on. And I said, that's kind of how the school are suddenly starting to be. I mentioned that before here. They've suddenly started to see it that way. I said, I think when you were booked, that wasn't how they saw it. I think before they booked this, when they said they needed to go to the panel, I feel like they literally just thought it was a behaviour thing. And now they're suddenly saying, oh, wait, no, that's quite clear. And that's meaning everything's getting a bit mismatched and a bit weird. It's getting a bit kind of confusing that suddenly everyone's like, why are we doing this thing over here? We clearly need to be over there. And it's like, well, I'd been saying that all along. Why are you suddenly doing that now? Why are you, you know, you made me doubt myself for 6 months. It's all very weird. So they literally didn't leave the sofa. They came in, they sat down, they got up, they left. They were here probably half an hour, if that. I said to them when Ollie left the room at one point, he doesn't act like this at all, ever. I said, so it's quite funny that you're seeing him like it, because he was just so excited, he didn't know what to do. I think he just thought, I don't know how to handle this, I'm just going to do what I think is right. I'm just going to show him how happy I am. I don't know. It was lovely. He didn't do anything naughty. I wasn't like sat there panicking. I just thought, what's he doing? But they were just like, oh, he's a lovely little boy, which I know they're not going to say, oh, your kid's horrible or something. You know, they're being polite. But no, they just spoke to him. They spoke to me. They basically said, don't worry about it all. Just tick this box and jobs are good. And then I took him back in. So it was weird, because I really thought it was going to be quite a major thing, and maybe it normally is, but they were just like, it's not really the thing we should be doing now. It's just a ticking a box exercise so you can move on. I imagine a lot of you will have done similar, but I said a lot of us were just waiting for the next bookings from the doctor. It feels like, I don't know, I don't know how to word this. It feels like I'm the one tracking the middle. I'm the nexus in the middle, tracking all the different dates and people. And I'd like to have thought the system would have more tracking of what was going on. But everyone's saying, have you done this? Have you done that? And some of it, I'm like, yeah, I think so, or I have no idea what that is. And then I'm looking at it, and go, oh yeah, we did that ages ago. And I mean, a lot of it's in my head. Maybe I need to build a notebook or something so I can explain. I did say to Claire I could probably look back through the videos, because obviously I've spoken about a lot of the process here, but it's just a bit confusing now. Essentially, we need to fill in the form, send it off, wait for our bookings on the 2 clinics, go to the 2 clinics, wait for a diagnosis. That seems to be the process now, and because of the system, that's probably going to be another year or so of nonsense. But plus side score's still good. I'm hoping he's had a good day today. I'm hoping they're being taken in late. I've got an hour. I've not had a call yet. I was just looking at the time. I've got an hour until I know I'm past the threshold of calls. It's weird living in that kind of bubble of thinking, right, it's 2:30 now, so if I don't hear anything in the next 2 hours, then it's been all right. If my phone rings at all, it'll probably be to school. It's weird. Anyway, other than that, I've been mailing companies trying to see what swag we can get together for our MGPX event on the 20th of July. If you're interested in gaming, then find out more about that. Ask me in the comments, I'll let you know. But basically, you can meet up with me, Kev, and other people and play games in Peterborough. It's great fun. I did make a mistake of sending a company the wrong game name, because in fairness, because the information I was reading said their name as the developer of the game, and they replied saying, we no longer develop that game, somebody else does. And I was like, oh, that's embarrassing. I should know that. I did know that, but it's embarrassing. Anyway, No one else is doing it, so I suppose I'm all right doing it. It feels very busy. I'm glad I've got this afternoon off to get my head straightened out on a few things. Hopefully, I'll go into work tomorrow and it'll all be grand. And everything will be behind me and sorted. I'm going to wrap up because I'm waffling a bit now and I'm sorry about that. But yeah, the panel thing it sounds like it went quite well. I was worried the school were going to, I don't know, say something revelatory that I didn't know they were going to say and throw us under the bus or whatever, which not based on any kind of experience or issues, but just I was worried they'd say something like, I think it's the dad personally, and I'd be hounded or something. But they were very nice by the sounds of it, which is what, realistically they should have been, which is great. The people were lovely. Hopefully all will be good. I'm hoping their report doesn't say anything different to what I understood the conversation to be like. It all seemed good. So yeah, fingers crossed we get somewhere with this evidence-based learning thing. Nearly finished the HCP. Yeah, another week in the journey that is this diagnosis process. Can't speak. Anyway, cheers. I'll see you Wednesday. Thank you very much. Bye.